We've done a lot of work the last couple months getting our Mustang off the jack stands. Our 363 stroker's running really well. Now there's only one more thing to do. Let's go find out if the changes made a difference. We removed the stock ECU and harness and installed a Holley Terminator X kit here on our turbo foxbody. For the most part, it was a pretty easy install, pretty self-explanatory, had a lot of little hookups and things to route. In addition to the new ECU and setup, we also installed boost control using a Motion Raceworks CO2 canister Holley dual solenoid, as we think this change alone is going to make the biggest difference to make horsepower more efficient. Well, here at Dyno, getting ready to make some hits with our new Holley Terminator X. You guys know we've been working pretty hard to get this kit ready for Florida. We've installed some CO2. Hopefully we can do a little bit better than we did with the A9L and the Moats Quarter Horse. Either way, it's a new tuning software. It's a lot better than what was in it. Even though we did pretty well with it, it's time to find out. Here with the mad scientist with my laptop. What the f was that? I mean, it works. Last time we were here, we burned up the O2 and had to fix it, whatever, the lead for the J-box over here. So he got this. Oh, where would he get something like this, dude?
Welding cable.
Ah, that's smart. So we're gonna tune the gate. We're not gonna really show a whole lot of numbers with that. We'll have like a little street tune where I can switch it back and forth. We spent the first few hours dialing our tune in with the air fuel and getting the spark table and all the things right inside the Holley. After a few pulls on the dyno, we felt we were pretty confident to start turning the CO2 on to get this boost line correct. The major issue that was happening before, as I said in the last couple videos, as we would get a spike of boost around our load and then over a period of time lose several pounds of boost towards the end of the run. Okay, so I want to give you guys an update. We've been through quite a bit of tuning. We've been messing with the fuel table and the solenoid, and we just started the CO2 tuning. So we got our table right, our timing.
Okay, you and Kevin both need to stop using terms like messing with and with.
Just around.
Professionals do not use those terms. We've been adjusting the tune.
Okay, so we've been adjusting the tune because professionals don't say fucking with.
Messing.
We're messing with it. This guy. You're the one that said the most.
You're worse.
What we're looking at here is we're actually getting a nice little boost line. Our CO2 is starting to be compared to the last run. We're adding more dome pressure here to get. To give you an idea of what we're doing, we're trying to control boost. The old system, the wastegate would open and we would lose boost over RPM. It was basically doing its job too well. With compressed air, the Holley's dual solenoids, and the Holley system, we can control the wastegate and keep our boost in our system, in turn making horsepower efficiently over the whole RPM range.
After all that, he says he's messing with it again.
We're gonna adjust the tune. We're gonna adjust the tune to 4.0 at 4,700 all the way through the rest of the grid. We've made a couple hits. We've changed a little bit of dome pressure. We kind of have an idea what we're doing with it. Now just to figure out and tweak where it's gonna work the most for our system. Different than it was before. 705 800 wheel. We're starting to make our horsepower a little bit differently than we did last time with the old setup with the old A9L. Go back to the other one. Starting to really level off on the boost, and you can see the curve is definitely affected by it. Pretty much at the point to where we're just kind of fine-tuning the CO2 on top of the dome. I'm not going to really video too much. We're going to talk a lot about this and the differences the last time we dynoed with this car. so we added a couple pounds on the dome, did a little bit of fuel table. We'll make another hit. See, we made probably about a dozen hits already tonight. We feel like we've got it dialed in pretty good, and we know where the CO2 is going to make the most difference. The dyno is just a number. It's just a tool to dial things like this in, and I'm excited to see how it performs in Florida. All right, super happy. We had a really good dyno session. We don't normally have that type of deal around here with all these broken parts.
Just kidding.
But we ended up making 780, 850 or something like that. 781, 860 to the wheels. We did make a couple pulls past this being one of my last ones at higher boost levels to see how the car would react. Needless to say, it was an overwhelming success. Definitely makes power a lot different than the A9L did. It's a lot different than the old A9L days. Give me a quick synapse in 30 seconds.
It's not different. It's just that you have boost control. You could have a CO2 system and have an A9L.
I don't want to. That's exactly where we'll end that one at. Motor was pretty happy though. Timing was at 15 and a half.
Yeah, this has got pump gas timing in it.
Yeah. So we got really conservative timing in this, considering, but we don't need it.
That's because you're an animal and you just drove the piss out of it and you don't care. So I keep the timing low.
We're not nice to our stuff.
That's okay, because it just puts money in your pocket when I break it.
I don't want to. I got one sitting over there. I don't want to rebuild another one. You know?
So, all right, guys, that's pretty much all I got for you. We'll talk back at the shop. Super happy with the result from our Terminator X, and this is just a result of installing the Gen 2 Terminator X kit, which would have been just fine with the regular Terminator kit as well. It's just changing some plugs. A lot of data we went through, manipulating tables, and it's just, I learned a lot tonight. I know what I'm looking at. Made more power with the potential of making even more a better system.
Well, the big thing is getting rid of that 900 foot-pound torque diesel shit that it was doing before. Yeah.
It was coming in so
damn hard.
We had to go to 17 pounds just to see 14 and a half at the end. Yeah. So now, he probably, I think he just died.
Did you run over yourself?
Let's check him. You know, he is 50.
56.
Look. All right, man, I appreciate you. Not gonna pay the dude. Super happy with it though. I'm excited about Florida. You know what I mean? This is what we do. Me and Dave are always, and Kevin.
Just me and Dave.
We can't do it without you. You just tried to sell me your dyno though.
That's right.
He said, you hear that? I want 100 grand. Stay tuned as our next video will be in Florida for the NMRA stick shift shootout, where we find out how well our system worked, where we get to do some stick shift shit with stick shift friends.